What is good, YouTube family? So today is going to be one of the most important videos that I've probably ever made. As you guys know, I'm starting a worldwide movement called Meeksmaxxing. If you haven't heard of it, you will soon. I just wanted to explain everything that Meeksmaxxing is, what it means to me, how it's changed my life personally, and how you can use it to change your life too. I really want to get this on. My dog is gesturing in the camera right now, and there's literally a fly on the lens. Come on, bro. This is going to be a pretty uncut video. I am going to have some chops in here just because I don't want it to get too long and repetitive, but I just want to be open and transparent with you guys. I got a list on my phone of the things I'm going to talk about. Basically going to be the 10 pillars of Meeksmaxxing, how you can apply it to your life, and how I really truly do believe that it'll change your life for the better. My dog is tripping in the background. Okay. Just wanted to start off with a little bit of my background, who I am, and kind of just where I come from, so you guys can understand why I wanted to start this movement and how it positively impacted and changed my life. So growing up, you know, I've always had a relationship with God, and I've always tried to take care of myself, but I didn't really understand why. Around really from about 6th grade to 12th grade, I just felt depressed all the time. Really in early college too, I'd say I really didn't start Meeksmaxxing and reaching my full potential, which we work towards every day, but getting there until about between, I'd say, really like 25, 26, and 27. I'm 27 years old now, but I'm gonna skip the early life because I don't want the video to be too long. Gonna skip the middle school, but we're just gonna start around in college. So I actually did end up dropping out of college. Skateboarder, dropped out of college. Likely story, right? Not really surprising you there, I'm sure. But I was really depressed all the time. I think the lowest point in my life was I was praying to God and asking him to take away everything that wasn't for me. And I don't want to say I regretted saying that prayer, but it definitely taught me a lot about losing and regaining and rebuilding my life. So at that point in my life, you know, as you know me, I love to skate, I love to do my activities, but I rolled my ankle and I had ankle surgery. So basically about a year, I pretty much couldn't walk. That was just terrible, very depressing. The girl that I was with at the time, who really wasn't for me, but you know, we're not going to get into that too much, left me. And so like, I'm heartbroken, you know how that feels. As my foot is broke, heartbroken, can't walk. I got one thing I like, that's my car. I had this big old jacked up Jeep, don't got it anymore. Even that got taken away from me because, long story, with some shady mechanic. Anyways, ended up selling just the shell of the car. So at this point in my life, I'd lost everything, and I would just lay in bed pretty much all day and just be sad and do nothing. And so I asked God to help me and come transform my life, and I think that's why he gave me this movement of Meeksmaxxing, so I can start encouraging other people to do the same, because I feel way better than I did then. I mean, now I wake up every day and I'm happy. I turn my swag on, I'm excited, I'm happy to be alive. And I think that's because I chose to rewire my brain through the movement that I'm describing to you guys as Meeksmaxxing. So let's get into the 10 pillars. Hopefully this will help you guys. I'm sure it will. The number one pillar, and this is not going to be a religious video, you know, I don't want y'all to already click off just because of that, but it is very important to me, Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ and God is really what has transformed my life for the most part. Skateboarding's definitely played a part, but Jesus is the main thing that affected me. Am I going to get stung by a bee in the video? So the number one pillar is just give your life to Jesus Christ so that he can help you to make the best decisions possible. And I'm going to give you a short synopsis on how to do that. You just have to truly want to be a better person, truly want to live like Jesus did, and realize that you're a sinner, that he died for your sins on the cross, and that he can come back, and that he will be back, and he will save you. All you have to do is pray and say, Lord, I know that I've sinned, I know that I've done wrong. If you'll please just come in my life and transform my life, wash away the old me and make me into a new person. That's going to help you out more than anything in this video. But there's a lot of other things, okay? So like I said, not a religious video, but I just wanted to say that is a huge part of Meeksmaxxing, and having faith and trust in God has really changed my life for the better. Let's move on to the second pillar. I'm sure you guys have all heard the term treat others better than you want to be treated or something like that, but I changed the term a little bit because I like this one better. It's treat others better than you expect to be treated. So like, you know, we have a certain expectation of what people are going to do for us and to us and how they're going to act towards us. And I just think it's super important to treat others better than you expect to be treated, because the better you treat people is usually a reflection of how you treat yourself. So the people that are mean to you are probably pretty mean to themselves. So, you know, turn the other cheek, be kind. Kindness max, that's really going to change your life for the better. Treat others better than you expected to be treated. Also, I just want to say all these pillars are not in any necessary order or anything like that, but just kind of the order that I came up with them. Okay, so let's see. That's number 2. Let's get on to number 3. Skate heavy. Practice with the mindset that progression isn't always linear. Always encourage beginners and skaters of all skill levels, and do what you can to build back and give back to the community. As you guys know, I'm an avid skateboarder. It's what I really love to enjoy doing, and that's Meeksmaxxing, skating. You know the deal, bro. You gotta skate, you gotta shred. But with skating, I feel like it's a very difficult sport, and it's important for us to remember that progression isn't always linear, meaning you might not land that trick one day. You might try it 100 times, come back the next day, land it bolts, first try. So realize your progress in skating isn't always gonna be straight up. It's gonna be a wave like this. You get worse, you think you do, but you're really not. Down one day, up, down, up. Trajectory is going up like a stock, so invest in it, invest in yourself. And then another thing that's important is, like, don't make the skate community be toxic, bro. Like, encourage beginners. We were all there at once, you know, like even the scooter kids, bro, just like let them vibe, you know what I'm saying? We don't own the park, you know, keep it safe, but encourage everybody, beginners, advanced, intermediate, all skill levels are welcome into the community of Meeksmaxxing. God, this bee is gonna get me. Giving back to the community. So thankfully I'm in a place where I'm not rich by any means. I mean, I'm low-key kind of broke, but I have, you know, a little bit more, I guess, resources than, you know, a kid, a teenager may have. So, you know, give your old board to that kid at the park, give somebody some tips, you know, maybe do a board giveaway, help people, you know, help people keep skating and get into skating, give back to your community, be nice to the people at the park, build that community up. I think that's really important. All right, so let's get on to the fourth pillar of Meeksmaxxing. This is a beautiful thing, really. It's called loving yourself so that you can truly love others. In our lives, like I was saying earlier, if we treat ourselves like crap every single day, we're not going to be able to truly love other people. You have to love like Jesus did. You know, you have to have an open heart and don't judge people, because we all make mistakes, okay? And our mistakes are all equal in the eyes of God. I want you guys to figure out how to love yourself, how to truly care about yourself, you know, prioritize your own well-being so that you can love others. Because if you hate yourself, you're just not going to be able to love other people as you should. So love yourself so that way you can love others. Fourth pillar of Meeksmaxxing. Let's move on to the fifth. Fifth pillar of Meeksmaxxing is going to be prioritizing your mental health. So like I said, whenever I was really depressed and down bad, I would always have negative self-talk in my brain, and this is the biggest thing that I think helped me to have better mental health. Every single time I would think, you're not worthy, you're not capable, you can't do it, you can't do this, you can't do that, I would automatically make myself rethink in my brain, even if I didn't believe it, say it 3 times in my head. You can do it, you are good, you are worthy, you do matter. Say it 3 times, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. So now, every single time, bro, that I think negatively, my brain automatically does it for me. It says, nah, you can, you got it, bro. So that's what really helped me a lot with my mental health, as well as just, you know, reaching out to people. Don't isolate, you know, praying, getting close with God, and just asking him to heal you and take that spirit of anxiety or depression away from you, because, you know, it's not yours to hold. That's evil. That's the devil. We don't want that. We don't. So prioritize your mental health. There's many ways to do that, but the biggest thing for me was definitely just that brain rewiring to say, I can. Positive mindset, bro, is everything. All right, let's get on to the fifth pillar. Oh, this is a fun one, okay? So first you got to prioritize your mental health, but next you got to prioritize your physical health, okay? So like, let me just show you guys my credentials. I'm not a bodybuilder or anything like that, but like we're mildly physiqued up, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want y'all to think I don't know what I'm talking about. Little flex for you guys. Just like, I got 6 credentials right here, okay? So let's get into that. Physical health. I'm gonna stand up for this one because I feel like it's really important. So like I was just talking about, your mental health is definitely gonna be first, because if you don't have good mental health, you can't have physical health. I don't wanna give you guys a whole synopsis on exercise and diet, because that's something I'll probably get into in a later video. But there's just like 2 or 3 main things that you want to do. So number 1 is we want to be active, okay? Active, any sport that you like. It could be skating, it could be rock climbing, it could be running, whatever you want to do. Just stay active every single day. Get your body moving, get going. An easy thing for me that I like to do is skate as much as possible. But on the days that I don't skate, I try to get between like 10 and 12,000 steps or even more. So that's going to help you a lot, getting those steps in. And then number 2 is going to be your diet. So all the food in America, and I'm sure other countries too, but all I can speak for is America, half of it is poison, okay? Like whenever I walk in the store, especially like a gas station, I'm looking around, I'm like, this is not food. This is not meant for your consumption. So I tried to make it a little bit easier. You definitely want to track your calories if you're trying to gain or lose weight. But if you're not trying to do all that and you just want to become a healthier person, biblical-based diet is the method. So we're only eating foods that they talked about in the Bible. We got milk, we got sourdough bread, we got ground beef, we got steak, we got chicken, we got fish. Only the foods that they talked about in the Bible, whole foods with clean ingredients. If you look at that ingredient list and there's a million things on there, don't eat it. We should only be eating foods like blueberries, that's 1 ingredient, fruits, vegetables, meats, the simple foods gonna get you physiqued up like this, bro, for real. And then number 3 is gonna be weight training. I know that not everybody wants to be the most jacked person in the world, but progressive overload, just get in the gym between 3 and 6 days a week. I feel like 4 or 5 is ideal for most people. Get a good split. There's plenty of information online on how you can do that. So that's going to be really important. Prioritize that physical health, okay? I'm going to go ahead and sit back down for the rest of the video. But yeah, physical health, got to get right on that. Got to. All right, let's see, where are we at? Gratitude and perspective shift, optimism maxing. So before I get into this one, I also just wanted to include, I'm gonna make this a little bit short. I don't know if I got into it earlier, but whenever I was really depressed and down bad, well, before that time, actually, I was experimenting with a lot of different drugs just because I really wanted to feel something, and I couldn't fill that void in my heart with anything. So I've tried just about everything that doesn't include a needle, but not gonna get into that too much. I just wanted to say, like, the drugs, bro, they work. The drugs work. They make you feel great, bro. They don't want to tell you that. Drugs, they make you feel good, but it's fleeting. The joy is not forever. The joy of Jesus Christ in your heart and Meeksmaxxing is what's going to make you feel good every single day, bro. So I never really struggled with any of the like hard drugs or whatever, just do them for fun and then kind of regret it a few days later. But what I did struggle with is marijuana, bro. I would smoke weed every day, and I'm not against weed by any means. You know, some people can smoke weed and it's fine. It don't do anything bad to them. But you know, when you smoking 5 or 6 backwoods a day, bro, like that's just not good for your brain. I don't think weed makes you lazy. I don't. I'm pro weed. I think it should be legal, but my opinion on weed is, bro, it just makes you okay with being bored. Like, it just makes you cool with just chilling at the crib doing nothing but smoking za. Like, that's the problem with za, bro. When you smoking za, you're just smoking za. You know, like, you're not doing anything productive while you're actually smoking. You might smoke and go run 20 miles. I don't know. But just for me personally, bro, I was doing it way too much, and having a sober mindset, not doing no alcohol or drugs has definitely helped me a lot. But let's get into that 7th pillar. Let's see, what was it? I think optimism maxing, gratitude and perspective shift, optimism maxing. So with your perspective shift, I think it's important for us to remember that so many people, bro, would trade your life for anything. They would really just trade your life for anything. And that doesn't mean like your struggles and your things that you worry about don't matter, but it's just important to have that perspective that, like, bro, you probably have it better than you think. It's just, if you focus on the good, you're gonna find the good. If you focus on the bad, you're gonna find the bad. So let's focus on the good, and that will help us a lot. Another thing is, I saw this video a little while ago, and it was talking about, like, what if I said you could have $1 million right now, would you take it? And of course everybody's like, yeah, I'll take it, whatever, yeah, I would take it. And then they said, what if you couldn't wake up tomorrow? Everybody's like, I don't know, actually, I don't think I would take it. So that just means, bro, every single day that you have is a multi-million-dollar opportunity, bro, and you got to think about it like that. What would you trade your life for? $1 million? No. The life is the most beautiful thing that you can have, especially if you have your youth, bro. Your youth. Any billionaire in the world, I think, I don't know any, but I believe that any billionaire in the world, I'm gonna say millionaire because I know a couple millionaires, any millionaire in the world would trade with you. If they're older than like 40 or 50, they would trade with you for your youth, bro. So like, if you old, don't give up on your life. I'm low-key like, it's cool. But if you're young, bro, you have the most beautiful gift in the world. You got to use it. And then optimism maxing, I've kind of just already discussed that with the brain rewiring. But bro, just be so optimistic that it pisses people off. Like, they're just like, why is this guy looking at the bright side all the time? Like, I think sometimes I'm so optimistic that it literally annoys people. Like, they just can't stand it, bro. But you gotta optimism max, because that's gonna change your life, and it's very important to optimism max if you're gonna be a Meeksmaxxer. Let's go ahead and get on to point number 8. This is kind of like if I could give you just a rundown of what Meeksmaxxing is as a whole. Take advantage of every opportunity that God gives you. Wake up and turn your swag on daily. Do everything to the best of your ability, because that's what you're called to do. We're going to go over those sentences 1, 2, 3. So the first sentence being, take advantage of every opportunity that God gives you. If you have your eyes and your mind closed, bro, you're not going to see the opportunities that are in every single day. Every single day you have an opportunity to look up and say, wow, it's a beautiful day, bro. If it's raining, bro, be thankful for the rain, bro. Run in the rain like you're not hydrophobic. Every single day you got to look for the opportunities, because they're everywhere. There's an opportunity to be great every single day, but you have to keep your mind open and look for them. If you don't look for the opportunities, you are not going to find them. Another thing too, let's say I'm standing right here and my homie's standing here. This is 100 feet between us, right? We're trying to have a conversation. I'm not going to be able to hear him. The same thing applies with God. If God is here and you're here, let's say out here. Y'all are far from each other. How are you supposed to hear what he's telling you to do in your life? You can't. The closer you get to him, the more he will be able to reveal his purpose to you. Let's get on to the second point. Second point, 8th pillar. Wake up every day and turn your swag on, just like Soulja Boy says. So every single day when you wake up, I want you to put that fit on, bro. I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to say, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am blessed, and I am highly favored. I'm feeling good, I'm looking good. I got my swag turned up to the max, and I'm finna make today my... That's what you got to do. Wake up and turn on your swag. That's game changing, bro. When Soulja Boy said that, y'all wasn't hearing it, bro. Y'all really wasn't, but do it. It's going to change your life. Let's get on to number 3 on pillar number 8. Let's see. Do everything to the best of your ability, because that's what we're called to do. So if you at work, bro, and they want you to sweep that floor, I want you to make that floor so freaking clean that you could eat off of that hoe. I'm telling you, bro, you got to do everything to the best of your ability, because that's what God has called us to do. And God got the plan. I don't got the plan. Meeksmaxxing part of the plan, but God's plan is what you need, bro. So let's do everything to the best of our ability. I guarantee you that's going to make you feel so much better about your life. And people are going to look at you, they're going to say, he might not be up right now, but he doing his thing. He up. Like, just do everything to the best of your ability, bro. Everything. Every single thing you do to the best of your ability. That's going to change your life. Let's get on to point number 9. Pillar number 9. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations and never be embarrassed. So a lot of people talk about they have social anxiety or stuff like that. I've never really been one who personally struggles with anxiety a lot, so I don't want to speak on that because it's something I don't understand. Like, some people are socially awkward, and like whatever being socially awkward is like the opposite of what I am, because like I like the feeling of like being a clown and being funny and just doing things that are stupid or people will think are weird. But I think what helped me with that is I haven't really always been like that. You know, I used to get really embarrassed. I used to be shy. I used to be quiet and reserved. But it's progressive overload. Just like in the gym, if you start with that 10-pound weight, you got to increase to 12. Keep the reps going up. Same thing with progressive overload, just rejection therapy. You know, like if you're afraid to talk to shotties, bruh, talk to more shotties. If you're afraid that people might laugh at you, let people laugh at you, and over again, you'll start to not really care. So I think that's huge. It's just like, don't be embarrassed. Let me see what the exact point was again. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations and don't be embarrassed. So like, you know, you heard the saying, diamonds, they grow under pressure. So like, put yourself under that pressure so you can grow, and don't be embarrassed about anything, man, because we're all human beings. Everybody's weird, bro. That's what people don't understand. Everybody is weird. Ooh, this bug finna get me, bro. That's a scary bug. I ain't gonna lie. That's like a stink bug on wheels. I don't know. Anyways, I got a little distracted. Yeah, don't be embarrassed, bro. Put yourself in situations that's gonna make you uncomfortable, because that's gonna make you a better person. And skating too, bro. Skating too, you gotta be uncomfortable at the sesh sometimes. Like, learn some new tricks. It's another one of them bugs, bro. I'm getting really distracted. Sorry. Yeah, so put yourself in uncomfortable situations. That way you can grow. Let's get on to the pillar number 10. All right, so this one is kind of like, it's not really super important, I guess, for most people. It's just an opinion of mine. But never cut your hair, okay? Never do it, bruh. I'm gonna show you all the locks in a little. Let me go and put it down. So I feel like personally, bro, your hair is your energy. And back in the day, long hair on men was a sign of royalty, bro. Like, the peasants, they had that hair short. Like, you a king or a queen of this earth, bro. Like, you gotta walk around like you're the king, okay? So grow out that hair, man. I'm telling you, your hair is your energy. That's why they want you to cut your hair. That's why you see most men with short hair, bro, because they trying to cut your energy and turn you into a slave, bro. Don't do it. Keep that hair long, all right? Luscious locksmaxing. That's what you gotta do. Never cut your hair. All right, that's pillar number 10. Let's see if we got anything else. I think I pretty much went over everything. Hold on, let me show y'all the locks real quick. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this. I'm kind of getting in a really strange position right now, but look at this, bro. Never cut your hair, twin. Your hair is your energy. That pretty much gives the rundown. I'm sure I'll make more videos like this just as Meeksmaxxing continues to grow, but I encourage you guys to hop on the wave of Meeksmaxxing, bro. I did start the wave, but it's really just a bunch of philosophies that I've taken from many different things. So let's just remember, I'm going to go over those pillars one more time to end the video. I just want to say, first off, please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I mainly post skate videos, but I'm going to start trying to do new stuff, you know, and I wanted to really explain this global, worldwide movement of Meeksmaxxing, bro, because it's going to change the world, all right? And so you're getting in on it early. I'm telling you, if you Meeksmaxx, bro, your life going to change for the better. You're going to be brand new and you're going to be feeling yourself. Let's go over the 10 pillars really quick, okay? Number 1, give your life to Jesus Christ so that he can help you to make the best decisions possible. Number 2, treat others better than you expect to be treated. Number 3, skate heavy. Practice with the mindset that progression isn't always linear. Always encourage beginners and skaters of all skill levels and do what you can to build and give back to your community. Number 4, love others so you can truly love yourself. 5, prioritize the mental health. 6, prioritize the physical health. Number 7, gratitude and perspective shift. Optimism maxing. Taking advantage of, this is number 8. Taking advantage of every opportunity that God gives you. Wake up and turn your swag on daily. Do everything to the best of your ability because that's what we are called to do. Number 9, put yourself in uncomfortable situations to grow. Never be embarrassed. Number 10, rarely or never cut your hair. Editing it right now and I forgot a very important pillar of Meeksmaxxing. Let's make this the 11th pillar. This will be real quick. Always tell the truth, bro. Always. Even if you think you should lie, always speak the truth, okay? Speak the truth, bro. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Have a great day. I'm getting my steps and see, I told y'all. I be doing it too. Get on game. Get on it. Thank you, guys. Meeksmaxxers, we're out. If you're joining the movement, bro, comment down below and let me know that you appreciated the video. Let me know what struggles you're going through. Let me know prayer requests. Let me know anything, bro. I'm here for you. Please join the movement, bro. It's going to be life-changing. It's going to take over the world. You can Google it now. If you Google Meeksmaxxing, some of these pillars will pull up. Pretty sick, bro. Please subscribe for more videos, more Meeksmaxxing, more me. We out, bro. Thank you for watching, bro. Yeah.